Hey guys, so this is a candy jar that was ordered off of Etsy, and this is my largest jar that I offer. So here I am showing you the Mod Podge. I use the dishwasher safe Mod Podge. That way you can wash it at least by hand. So I use painter's tape and just kind of estimate how high up I want to go. And I just go all the way around and tape that off. And then make sure you smooth it down so there's no bumps or anything where the Mod Podge could leak through. And then I just go over that whole area with Mod Podge. Again, this is dishwasher safe Mod Podge. So if you wanted to or had to wash it, it will be okay. It takes about 30 days to actually cure before you can wash it, but then after that it's fine. So I do the bottom obviously as well. And then I am going to put silver glitter. It's a extra fine glitter. And see, I almost set it down on top of the Mod Podge. And so this is where it gets a little messy, but I love glitter, so it is what it is. But anyway, so you just go all the way around. Make sure you're going even above the tape line a little bit to make sure that you get all the way around evenly. Try to catch as much as you can on your plate because I always just put it back in my jar. So now I'm doing obviously I'm doing the bottom. And so I'm just going to go all the way around and try to get as good a coverage as I can. I usually only do one coverage or one coat, not one coverage, one coat. Unless it's like a pink or a yellow, then I may do 2 or 3 coats. But for this, I only did one. So that dishwasher safe Mod Podge takes about 2 hours to dry. So in the meantime, I am working on the lid. So the lid is going to have the lightweight spackle as like a icing on top. And I actually have like a little container that I keep my icing piping bags in to help keep it from drying up in the icing tip. So I was just getting that out and showing you that you don't have to use a new bag each time. You can reuse your bag. I would say maybe 3-4 times, depending on the type of icing bag you have. Some are a little bit more sturdy than others. I have had some of my icing bags pop on me, and that's a mess. So I am getting that opened. I'll put it back in my little trusty cup and refill it. I am using a 1M tip. That's the one I use the most for everything. It's a very basic tip. So get the icing, get the lightweight spackle in there, squeegee it down. Sometimes you'll end up with air bubbles down in the bottom, but you just work through that. And then I'm just going to go around the lid. And sometimes it's hard, especially after you've had it stored for a little bit, it's hard to get that first little squeeze to stick. But then you just keep on going around and it does eventually stay as you're adding the fresh lightweight spackle. And so just go all the way around. And then there's no rhyme or reason. There's no design or anything like that. I just make like a pile of the lightweight spackle. And then I'm going to add some little candies in there. So I get most of my candies off of Amazon. And so, or I can, oh, actually, hold on. I'm not doing candies yet. I'm doing sprinkles. So those sprinkles actually came from Amazon as well. A little bag. I think it was like $8 or so. is I just sprinkle all around. Now, sometimes the sprinkles will fall off, so I always put that as a little, um, disclaimer that some of the sprinkles can fall off during shipping or during use. Now, this is my candy. So, I've actually ordered some more candy because I'm running out of some of my favorite ones to use. So, I usually just order these on Amazon. You can just put in fake candy for crafts. A lot of times, this stuff is used for it's used in slime. So, you may see that, that's what pops up. But anyway, I just go around. There's some gummy bears and there's some little lollipops and just different little things. I do love my gummy bears. And so you just, I do use hot glue to kind of give that extra little security for the candies. And I love adding all the candies. So yeah, so my candies, I go through them pretty quickly. It does take me a while to pick out which ones I want. I don't just add stuff just to be adding it. I actually think how would I like it, that type of thing. So it does take some time. And sometimes I just add maybe a little too much. I go overboard. So anyway, so I'm finishing up putting the little candies on. I think that was my last one. And there it is, all finished. So you have all kinds of little gummy bears and all kinds of different little candies. Look at me not even showing it inside the frame. Y'all, it's a work in progress. Okay, so now I'm back again. So you do have to let everything dry. So this has been 2 hours, and so you can tell, well, you can't really tell in this one, but I've got to go back over it with another coat of dishwasher safe Mod Podge. You do want to make sure you shake it really well. And I actually pour some in a little cup because if you dip your brush in there especially after you're coating the glitter, you're going to get glitter all in your whole bottle. And that bottle alone is like $9 or $10. So I try not to do that because then it kind of ruins the Mod Podge. Or, you can see I almost did it. And then I was like, oh, nope, can't do that. So I got those little cups. I actually got those little cups from Board and Brush. They were going out of business. And I got so many of those cups. I had gone by there and bought several things as she was going out of business up there. I think she was in Creekside. But anyway. So you go back all around. You make sure you get a really good full coverage. Glitter will still come off. Okay, this is not going to be like a foolproof. Glitter's not going to ever fall off. But it does seal it very well. So the lady wanted sprinkles along the bottom on top of the glitter. And so that's what I'm adding now. So I add just a little bit of Mod Podge. Well, I actually add a pretty good coat of Mod Podge, in sections. And then add the sprinkles. I do try not to make it very messy, but it's a mess. When you're dealing with glitter and sprinkles, you get a mess. So I do apply a pretty heavy coat of Mod Podge just to hold those sprinkles on. And go all the way around. And it's not going to be a full coverage of sprinkles. They're going to be, it's not going to be completely covered. It's going to look like somebody threw sprinkles on it. So, and then I'm going to go ahead and give the bottom its coat. And I'm trying to put the sprinkles in the cup with one hand. So, but I'm going to go ahead and do the bottom as well and coat that really, really well. And then that's going to dry for 2 hours. It actually dried overnight because this was later last night that I did this. So, in this particular jar, I actually got this jar from Board and Brush as well. I bought a bunch of her stuff, and I love these jars. But if you're looking for this particular jar, you can find it at IKEA. We have one here in San Antonio. So if you are interested in this particular jar or doing one of these, that's where it came from, was IKEA. And so there it is. It's fully coated. I was trying to get, I don't know how I got little hair. Well, I have dogs, so, dog hair abounds. But let that dry for 2 hours or longer. I mean, I let it sit last night till this morning. And then got up and moved on to this part. So using Mod Podge again, dishwasher safe. I put some in my little cup. And I was going to, sometimes I'll use like a spray adhesive. But when you use the spray, you risk getting that film all over your jar. So you can do it one of two ways. You could do the Mod Podge, and y'all, I put like a heavy coat. Sorry about that. So I had a coughing spell. But I put a heavy coat over it, and but you can use like a spray adhesive, like a spray Mod Podge. I wouldn't do, unless it's dishwasher safe. I try to stay away from the sprays if I can. If I do use the sprays, like sometimes I'll use them on my wine glasses, I tape up the whole entire glass to just make sure I don't get that film all over the glass part. So you don't have to do this part, but I'm doing a second coat of dishwasher safe Mod Podge over the bottom as well. Like I said, you don't have to, it's preference, but you can. So stay tuned, and I will have the picture ready whenever it's finished.